Hey there, sign of Aquarius. This is Kim here to do your reading for you guys. This is going to be a breakthrough spread. I have done it for all the other signs, so for your sign too now, we'll do a breakthrough spread. There's a lot of shuffling, guys. There's a lot of shuffling, so if you don't want to stay for the shuffling, I did pre-shuffle the decks so that I wouldn't have to do it much. However, you know how I am. I really like you to see the cards and how they get laid out. So if you want to, you can skip to when the reading starts, and that will be listed in the description box at the top. Okay, so that's just a FYI for the people that are wanting, like, let's get to it, Kim. And if you're here still, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. I appreciate you all. Appreciate your support on this channel so very much. And if you have gotten a private reading, I do appreciate you. Again, let me just keep on saying that. My prices are $22 to $60, and it's in the description box below. Also, you can book one. It's a recorded reading, and leave me in the notes what you want to know. Make sure you add my email to your contact list so it doesn't get filtered and thrown in spam. And yeah, so the breakthrough spread is for November to see what's coming. After this group is finished, so there's Aquarius, I've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn left to do. And after that, I'm going to do a special thing I haven't done on this channel yet. So I'm going to do a love readings for each sign using a Celtic cross. And so that's interesting. I've never done that before. Wow, okay. Never done that before. So this spot right here, this is Kim Krantz Wild Unknown. The first spot is the Alchemy, by the way. The first spot is the thing we need to have a breakthrough about. This is your challenge. That's your breakthrough pyramid. There's your outcome. Here's your advice card. All of these cards I'm going to be taking in the upright except for the tarot. Okay, so let's see. That song, carry on your wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. It's popping through. Alright, connecting with my group Aquarius, my beautiful Aquarius. Outside of the box Aquarius, the ones that are the inspiration to us all. I feel like two for advice. Okay. Yeah, and normally I would shuffle them more, but like I say, I already did that with all of the decks right before, so it's just so that it really wouldn't take me that much time. So that's the Kipper deck. And then the next deck we're going to use is the Siren song, which is a blend of the Kipper and the Lenormand. All right. You're weary, so don't you cry no more. 2 for the breakthrough. There's your strength, your outcome, your advice. We'll do 2 for the advice also. 2 more and that's it. It's worth it though. Oh wow, that one wanted to flip off the bottom, so we're going to take it, but we'll put it to the side. The urn, loss, death, forfeiture. I mean, with that song, Don't You Cry No More, it can be that there is some type of loss that you had to experience, and if so, then of course my heart goes to you. My heart is open to you. It can also just mean the end of something. Lay your weary head to it. Could be the end of struggle, for sure. Two. Okay. All right. We're ready, right? No, oh, tarot. Oops. have shuffled and cleared this deck already also. FYI. FYI. Whoa. Okay. You have cards really wanting to talk to you. All right. So the time is 5:40 is when this reading is starting. So if you're just clicking on to when the reading starts, this urn card popped out about either a mourning period of death, loss, or something like that. So what is it that we need to have a breakthrough about? Okay, coagulation, yeah, big time. So when things get stuck feeling, when it feels like everything's sticking to you. It can be being, I don't know, this is general read, so it can be feeling like we are stuck in a certain position, either at work or we are stuck in a certain area of living. It's something that we obviously want to change because a lot of things feel stuffy, uncomfortable, like we can't expand, or like something's not moving in the right direction. Like, so that's what we're going to have a breakthrough about, is how to get unstuck from these energies. And it can be, there's a lot of like empathic energy of all these other psychic things coming to you too from other people. I have the child card with the Kipper Deck. If it's not talking about a child, then it's talking about a new beginning of some sort. Having this new beginning. Mice. Oh, okay. Okay, the mice card is when something has been taken from us, and it can be like little by little. If you resonated with being an empath and having a lot of different psychic energy stick to you at times, or finding, let's say you're a person that is very sensitive and finds it hard or almost intolerable to be around bad attitudes, negative attitudes, or something that just grinds your gears. I never say that, so I don't know why I'm saying that, but something that really grinds your gears. It might be due to this mice energy. So look, it looks like it's this this mice looks comfortable here because it looks like their nest. And so there's a message to me about being in a situation where other people are seemingly comfortable in this thing that you find to be a big ball of stuckness, but they might be okay. You know what I mean? Like, they might feel like they don't mind it. This is home, and it's not to you, though. Okay, and so there's something about that. There's something about. Let's go on. There's something about that, though, about it looking like the nest, you know. Now I have person of water. Okay, this is what I was picking up on, is that you're very like emotionally connected, psychic, empathetic, intuitive, sensitive, heart-centered, feel deeply, and takes things personally. Yes, you may be somebody who is called too sensitive, or why can't you just enjoy this ball? We all love living in this ball. Why couldn't you enjoy this? You know what I mean? Yeah. You may have even been told, like, you don't, oh, the problem is you don't appreciate something. Like, you may be told those things, or you take things too sensitively, or, you know what I mean? But I think you're just connected to this person of water energy here. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces too. I don't want to rule that out. But here's your, wow. Here's your tarot cards. So, yes, definitely, whatever it is here in your everyday, ordinary life, day to day, the things that you work on, things you're trying to excel, there's something about your skills maybe not even being used to the best of what they could be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like your skills or your gifts, abilities to work on something here could be amplified for you, for sure. Because we have the Fool and the Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh. So your breakthrough is going to be about, how do you create your heaven on earth? Where is your adventure taking you? Now that you're enlightened to something, now that you realize what works for you and obviously what does not work for you. Okay, so, and so this is what we're trying to have. This is what we need a breakthrough about, is about this full energy and the Ten of Cups. A completion, how we get to this completion. How is it that we can find a place where I'm happy, you're happy, and we're all complete. Complete. Okay, what's the challenge here? The challenge is having faith, not faithful, having faith. Because I feel like with the Neptune, there is also a challenge of having compassion and forgiveness for the mice that want to live in the ball of stuckness. Okay, that's what I feel like it is. Because it's like a prayer was sent out, was heard. But in a way, it's like with this compassion and forgiveness, we can drop all descriptions that we have towards this thing. And then allow for something new to come in for us in that way. I have the mature woman. It could have to do with an older female, or I mean, that could be a challenging person for you. We have satisfaction and happiness with Lily. This also, if it is associated with somebody who has passed away, then definitely them reaching out to you through this reading in some sense because of your prayer, your connection to divinity. This is like saying miracles can happen. And there is another energy that's very concerned about your satisfaction and happiness, especially when it comes to that work, like what you're doing. You don't have to be in the workforce for this to apply to what I'm saying. It's about working together, being mindful, being present, trying not to put a label or description on everything that you see. It might be even breaking free from some type of programming so that you can do this. Get along better with others, being diligent, persistent, busy, harvest, continual. And it definitely can have to do with work. Something that you've prayed to come into your life that is a little bit better. And it may be because it's divine timing. Temperance in the reverse is like, so the challenge here is the timing. Challenge here is the timing. Because when something is in this coagulation energy, it's going to be sedentary to you in your mind. And so it's going to make it feel like something's not turning for in the right timing for you, or isn't ever going to be the right time. It would suggest there may be some type of off balance or something off balance here that needs healing, but I'm getting it as it's divine timing unwinding for you. Temporal. Also, there's something about there's something about your memories with this mature lady, older lady, especially if it's somebody who has passed on, because I'm picking up temporal. That's interesting. I just picked up temporal seizure too, which is kind of an interesting type of seizure, because if you have one, it can really distort time. They're interesting. Maybe that's something you might be interested in, because obviously I'm not somebody who's like sitting at a desk away from you saying, I bet you're having this. No, but your interest in it might be your interest in time, perception of time, and viewing time differently. Okay, that's just a very odd message that came through. So your breakthrough. Yeah, alchemical wedding, that everything's going to be perfectly fine, and that if you are in this place, this coagulation energy, then your breakthrough for November is that everything's going to be like throwing confetti in the air. There's going to be choices and decisions made that bring about balance, because you see this almost like a yin-yang reference here, right? So you take the good with the bad, but ultimately here there's going to be celebration. For some of you all, this is coming together with a person, like a new relationship, or something that leads into big time life satisfaction, happiness, enjoyment. It can also be about the work, the inner work that you do with yourself, that is probably something that goes on no matter what I tell you this reading could be about. It would be a constant, this inner work, and trying to make sure that there is this acceptance of energies going through you no matter what it feels like at the time. I don't know, there's something about celebrating that and really big time achievements. Your occupation, yay. So with the issue being the 8 of Pentacle in the reverse, and then the beehive, and then the occupation as the breakthrough with the alchemical wedding. Wow, some of you all are about to receive some really good news, like this light has gone off and it's shining on what you do for work, a skill. They're just really saying that there is something that you do that's meant to be showed, that's meant to be shown. If I say show off, I don't mean show off as an arrogant way. I mean as in you're good at something. There's something that's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction and happiness, and it has everything to do with your occupation. So there is a breakthrough here regards to those things that you do every day. And like, say, if you're not in the workforce, or if you're retired or something, then this is something that you're going to pick up. Maybe a hobby that you have had in the past that you just decide, I'm going to do this again. I seem to enjoy it, and it bring an immense joy to your life. Maybe there's something that you're going to pick up that you like you haven't ever experienced, and you don't know if you're good at it or not, and you end up being brilliant at it, you know. Could be anything. Oh, but the birds are here because your effort is being noticed. Okay, with the birds in the Lenormand, your effort is being noticed by others, because your attention, your hard work, and your effort are represented by the birds. And people are talking, chirping. They're chirping for you. They're saying that, I don't know, I feel like that's even like an applause, like the, man. Like maybe at one time you felt like you were stuck here in this situation where you're Cinderella doing your best, talking to the birds, and now the birds and everyone else are going to be cheering for you. Like there's something that where you're taking the situation that wasn't working, and your effort and your skill and your ability to bring about balance in oh wow, your efforts, they're going to be rewarded. They're really going to be rewarded. And then the cross. So it's another symbol to the challenge is do not lose faith at this time, and don't lose interest in your own interest if you can. If it takes some days where you have to make yourself do something that you actually enjoy, then do that. But don't lose faith that there is a divine plan, and it's not one specific thing, but it's kind of speaking to me of not only divine favor, divine plan, but it's speaking to me of being in a situation or a circumstance that brought out the best in you because of it being such a challenging time. And something that eventually, especially with this November breakthrough, you'll be able to look back and say, I'm so glad I never gave up on myself. You know, okay, so there's that. I have the map card. This might indicate that whatever this is that you're doing is going to involve travel, and that you will be going to many new destinations. So part of the breakthrough is this map exploration. You will find your way. It says plan and prepare for new territory. All right, and a new perspective. And then your 2 cards are the 2 of Wands and the 7 of Wands in the reverse for your breakthrough. So this is a time. So this is saying, to me, this is saying it's tied to this coagulation. Because when we're in a point where we don't see the signs or have the intuitive nudges to move forward quite yet because of whatever it is that we're surrounded with, then that's the perfect time for you to be able to analyze and really think about what paths you might enjoy and visualize. It's a good time to focus on your own meditation and visualizing, especially when we're either thinking or we're waiting for strategy, or we're waiting for that moment where it's like everything clicks and now it's time to move forward. This is the planning phase. And so that might have something to do with like what you're going through right now, right? And maybe a why if you want to. Again, that's describing something when you're like, okay, what's the why to it? If you just have faith and know that there is divine plan here, I think, well, you're going to be more than happy because you're going to have a lot more paths and possibilities than you thought. You see the world in the hands and you see it on the map card too. So your strength at this time, oh, beautiful, is the peacock's tail. I think that this is an energy that maybe you haven't fully realized, which is you are able to see the bigger, broader perspective. You have a lot of colors that shine that other people can pick up on. Your uniqueness brings colors in that other people haven't even seen. Your pioneering spirit finds a way here in the forest that is oh so dark. Other people are seeing you do this, and so they're saying that you should be very proud and let your colors shine. And so maybe, yeah, maybe that's telling you that that is your strength, but it might be something that we haven't even used fully, which is about having pride in yourself. Lots of pride in yourself. I have the family room popping out as part of your strength. Underneath the cross too, I think it's spirit. I think it's spirit saying like you are part of this consciousness that is here to support you. Within and without. They are there all the time. Never alone. Your family is always here with you. And if it's in spirit, then it's in spirit. If it's your angels and that they're here, and not to ever really doubt that. It's just, it's part of your strength. Ooh, okay. So I have desire, I have the ring. There's something that you are, there's something that you have been committed to. It's, they're saying it's your pioneering path and your colors and your unique way to see things in a different way. Yeah. You have something that you have committed to in this lifetime, if we want to put a label on it, that has to do with committing to like your own path and to showing or displaying or being expressive in your own way. And it has desire here also. It is your strength. It is your strength, what you have already committed to. Wow. And then also part of your strength is this, I love Sagittarius energy here for you, Aquarius, because this is about your adventure. And I always think of Sagittarius as doing something maybe impulsive or always up for an adventure. And that's what this bonfire is. And if you see, there's other people around here. And Aquarius, and being told that you are this fire and you're the sparks. You are the sparks that everybody is seeing at this time and wanting to gather around you. That's part of your strength, is that when you tap into this energy of, oh yeah, I am good at this. Oh, I can do this real good. That, and have that belief in yourself, that, and then everybody sees it and they love it too. All right, enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, sharing ideas, passion, spark, fanaticism, fever, fierce. It even says orgasm, but you know, it's just like some kind of ecstasy here. You have also the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Really good card that says that your strength is you get out of your head. Yes, you do. You get out of your head and you do not think of life in form of, okay, so this would be extra frustrating for someone like you. Because you're somebody who doesn't look at the limitation. And you're somebody who you don't stress or have too much anxiety when you decide, I actually want to get something done or I want to do something. You don't get tied down too easily by anybody else, except for like this freedom of your mind to be wide, expansive. And it's kind of it's giving me that anything, thy will be done. Like you are the, my will be done. Like it is divine will. You know that if it's a desire here put within you, then you can accomplish it. And I just don't think you let other people's opinions or worries, or you should do it this way, you should do it that way. I don't think you let anybody else try to force you into conforming. And I love that about Aquarius. You see your outcome here is the fog card. Okay, we're going to have to pull more so I can understand why the fog card. And the house. Oh, they're saying it's something that you don't see. House. I have a house. Your golden ships. the old car, which is about what we are going to retire, what we are going to let go of. It can be a family pattern or stuck in the past, but the old car is something that we let go of, or we decide I'm not going to do it this way. If it feels like you doing something in a different way, could be breaking old family patterns or programming. What you don't see, though, is that you're already building this beautiful house, or yourself, your body, that firm foundation. And I'm seeing with this golden ship in my mind's eye, I'm like seeing one of those ghost ships breaking through the fog. And this one, though, is gold and shimmery, and it has sparks coming from it, because it's like people aren't gonna I think that you probably have some mice, and they are like the old, like they would love the old car. They would live in that too. It would be a perfect home for them. But these mice are going to be really surprised when your golden ship comes out of the fog and you build something that's completely new and different than how it has been in the past. And don't you worry, because judgment is here. That means that spirit, your spirit team, like they've really decided that it's time for you to step out onto this path. It's time for spirit to awaken you to some type of truth, that you are here to be reborn. You are here to find your way on a path that, yes, it's been divinely guided. And so there's something about awakening to this path. Spirit is saying that too, you are not alone. Like, you're being guided on this path. Yeah. And the old car energy is like a fog over us. And it's limiting. But you see right through it. You see right through it. And you don't want to live in it. Nice. Advice from Spirit. You have a sacred secret here. This sacred secret is something that gets unlocked at like a certain time in your life. It can be a skill, a gift, ability, something sometimes passed on hereditarily. It's something that's been in your family or been in your lineage for a while. It might be spiritually. And when it comes, it feels like enlightenment to gift, ability. Let's move on, because it can also be an admirer has a secret. Advice is Spirit is saying there's a secret. And that might be why you got the fog. This, like I said, this golden ship is coming out of this fog. It's the sudden wealth is the secret. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Here's the secret, is that you're about to come into some big money, honey. 777, sudden wealth. You are about to come into some big money. What is it that you do? Don't forget about me. Oh my gosh. And marriage. Okay, so like I say, there is something new that's coming together. If this is not, I mean, we have the ring and then we have the marriage card here. Do you see that? We have the ring and then we have the marriage card. And we have sudden wealth. There is a secret of who you are coming together. There's somebody that obviously really supports what you do, your work. Wants to, I don't know, maybe wants to join forces with you, wants you on their team, and there's a lot of wealth attached to this. Wow. And this is this sacred secret that has been kept from you about how this is going to happen, how this plan is going to happen. It's going to bring in the Tower in the Lenormand is about building with longevity and with your consistent efforts and you never giving up. You have the Tower represented as a lighthouse here. So there's also another energy that could be responsible for some sort of rescue. You could be a high priestess or high priest, and this energy could be you showing other people the way so that they avoid the rocks as you had done. It can be about rescue, though. There's some type of secret about that. And the rich gentleman, seriously? Get out of here. And the rich gentleman, all right. So like I said, and now if you are like Kim, I'm not wanting a love reading, then this is somebody who wants to be a partner with you in some kind of business, or they want to be your friend in some type of hobby and take it off to the next level. It's something different because this is a next level person. They like your thinking. They see your thinking as new. and refreshing, and they like your effort. And this is divinely guided because it's coming, yeah, it's something, Spirit is bringing this together for you. Holy shit. Guys, yeah, adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, great ease, smooth sailing, sophisticated with the wind, self-indulgent, prosperity, comfort, wealth over the top, extravagant is what you should look forward to. Oh my Lord. And the shooting star, oh my gosh, I can't get over this. Advice card section is awesome. Shooting star, quick action, wish granted. This is rare. This is rare because you are rare. And so this is rare. A moment in time. Listen, you are due for a fresh new start when it comes to the scales being balanced in your favor. And the advice is to hang in there because there's something about this energy that you're dealing with right now that Spirit is saying, yes, it feels really unfair. Understand that you are on this side of something feeling so unfair that you have to experience the extreme of the other side now. And it will be time for that. So this is like a time where you'll come out of always being in withdrawal or, you know, withdrawing yourself from others. Like this is coming out of that period and it's time for a fresh new start. And it's time for things to change, especially with marriage, relationships, and partnerships. There's a breaking of contracts so that you can have a fresh new start here. And this is absolutely the most amazing reading I've done out of the signs for the breakthrough part for November. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm sending you love and light. Bye, Aquarius.